All right. Keep dropping in the comment sections where you are from, and get your people on the call right now. When I tell you, you're getting ready to hear from an amazing, phenomenal woman. But before I go into her story and bring her on, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Leigh Amos Reed. I am a wife, I am a mother, and I love pharmacy and what we are doing over here. I'm big on community. So if you're looking for community, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you. And guess what? This is a business that I get to do with my husband. My husband just promoted to bronze director. So if you're looking for something that you could do with your family, you're looking for something that you could do with your loved ones, this is a duplicatable system that is going to give you extensive amount of community, family, fun, and finances. So now I'm going to step out of the way, and I want you to know about our vice president, the young lady that you're getting ready to hear from. Listen to me. I used to watch this lady on social media. I used to watch how she connected with the people on social media, how she poured out her heart to the people on social media. And it is so grateful and a blessing to be able now to work with her closely on the front line. AKA, hence that was always her name, the front line. Our visionary, Dr. Stormy Wellington, founded this platform and said, you know what, our goal is to help 1,000 families each and every year earn an additional 6 to 7 figures. So when the lady you're getting ready to hear from, she used to work in a cubicle. She used to be an office girly. She used to sit looking out the windows like, I want something different from my life. And her following the guidance of our visionary, Dr. Stormy Wellington, her leading with love, leading with heart, guess what? She came over here in barely 100 days, has skyrocketed to the top of the company. And I know that you don't know what the top of the company means just yet, but have your notebooks and your pen ready, because Coach Sheila Monique is going to tell you how she has done it. And when I tell you it's duplicatable, you're going to have your community, you're going to have your sisterhood, your brotherhood, and you're going to have fun, but you're going to learn how to make some money too. So I'm going to step out the way and get ready to bring on Coach Sheila Monique, and she's going to tell you how to get out of that cubicle and have fun with your life. Coach Sheila Monique, are you ready?
I absolutely am. Thank you so much, Leanne. Hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Well, I want to say thank you so much, Leanne, for opening up the call for me tonight. I want to say to women out there in the world that there are women that you can connect to that will help you along your journey, like a Leanne, somebody that I did not know before and met through social media. So I do apologize about the dim lighting. I am at another event because one thing that we do here is we are pretty, we're paid, and we learn how to connect with other people all over the world. So tonight, I just want to have a conversation with you. I'm not sure if you had an opportunity to be on my call yesterday or the one before that, but I have been doing these calls. Tonight is the third night in a row. Why am I doing these calls? Because I want people to know that there is a way that they can have freedom with this company by the name of pharmacy. I want people to know that there is a company that is helping people all over the world. You can be an average or ordinary person and you have extraordinary goals and dreams inside. There is a company by the name of Pharmacy, Andrea, that can help drastically change your life if you're willing to put the work in. And the work here in pharmacy is not hard. The work here, Tatiana, is really and truly sharing and showing products that people are using every single day. It's funny because inside of my purse, I had to laugh at myself because I happen to carry around our rich oil. And you may be asking yourself, like, what is a rich oil? Well, you ever been somewhere where your hands might get a little ashy, or you might need a little good oil and it smell good oil? Well, this is one of the products that we have here at pharmacy. So now when I'm in there and I'm shaking everybody's hands, they're not only are my hands very soft, but they're like, "Ooh, your hands smell so good." And what are they gonna say? Can I see what that is? And then I'm gonna offer them some, which is a sample of my rich oil. And guess what? They're going to ask me, where did I get it from? Not because they know that I sell the product, but because that's what we naturally do every single day. I also have inside of my purse two lip glosses, right? So I have one of my main lip glosses that I have on my lips, and I also have a lip plumper that's on my lips. So when people are talking to me and they're like, "Oh my God, your lipstick is so pretty. Where did you get it from?" I can now tell them and send them a website that I have. When somebody's asking me about smell goods, right? Because inside of my purse, ladies, you all know that we have perfume in our purse. What woman in the world, what gentleman in the world doesn't want to smell good? You don't need to be, it doesn't matter if you're man, woman, boy, girl, you all want to smell good. And when somebody walks by and has perfume on that smells good, guess what? Naturally, we're going to ask somebody, where did you get that perfume from? Or, wow, you smell so good. What is that? And that naturally brings up a conversation. Well, from that natural conversation, now people all over the world have the opportunity to get paid from it. See, people, we were already doing this all the time, but we didn't have the ability to get paid for these things. And there's a company by the name of Pharmacy that is sharing and showing with us all over the world how to get paid. So let's get into it. A company's been around for 75 years, okay? This is a third generation company, meaning that the gentleman who started this company, his name is Dr. C. Tuna. Dr. Tuna, is not around anymore, but he has been able to pass the legacy of this business to his grandchildren. How many of you right now would love to be able to have something that you could build and you could pass it down through your family's generation? How many of us have known that we've spent money time after time after time again, but we didn't put anything, Kimberly, into building legacy? And I want us to know something. The conversation that we're having tonight is going to be something that you one day are going to walk into somebody's house and you're going to see pharmacy lip gloss. You're going to see NutriPlus, which is some of our nutritional products. You're going to see the masculine oil. You're going to see shampoos and body washes. And you're going to be like, where did I see this at before? Then you're going to remember a conversation like tonight. And you're going to realize that this company by the name of Pharmacy, that, again, that's been around for 75 years, it is just coming into the African American world. And we did not know about it. So because we didn't know about this company, I'm not sure if you know, but one thing about Avon is when the African American women found out about Avon, that's when that company became $1 billion company. Well, here in this company, we're already on track to become $1 billion company. All we're looking for is other people who want to be a part of the legacy. All we're looking for is other people who may want to make an extra $500 to $1,500 a month. Some people want to make more than that, but that comes with you working a little bit more in your business, right? Again, you heard Leanne say that I am somebody who had a full-time job. Yes, guys, whether you believe it or not, I sat at a cubicle for 8.5 years straight trying to figure something else out in life. And it's funny because Leanne said that I was looking out the window, not like I was incarcerated looking out the window, but how many people you got a job and you can't leave whenever you want to? You got to go on lunch break when they tell you to go on lunch break. You got to be back when they tell you to come back. You got to kind of dress how they tell you to come dress. So it kind of is like being in there, but you get to go home or you get to go home at night and go home on the weekends, right? And you don't got to eat like, bad food unless your money is kind of tight like mine was. And sometimes you do have to eat bad food. But again, it's all in trying to grow and trying to help you and your family provide. See, I was a person who I was also the provider in my household. So during those 8.5 years, guys, when I was working my full time job, and I want you to understand something because sometimes people say like they were working a full time job, and you may not really understand what that means. They could have worked at like, whatever. But I worked at McKesson, which is the number one pharmaceutical company in the world. I walked away from pharmaceutical sales to pursue my dreams and goals here in this profession of network marketing because of this one sentence that I learned about. If you work this thing like a hobby, it is going to pay you just like a hobby. But if you work this thing like a professional athlete, it will pay you just like a professional athlete. And when I learned about that, I looked at where I was at 8.5 years ago, and I said to myself, something's got to change. Something's got to change because no matter how hard I bust my butt, there's only so much more that the company would give me. No matter how many more things that I sold for this company, there's only so much more that they're going to give me. And I realized that I was going to use the time to get money anyway. See, we're not having a conversation of something that just should seem complex. We're going to do whatever it takes to get money anyway. If you are at your job and you love it, I love mine too. I use their color ink, I use their staplers, I use their everything that I needed to fund my dreams and goals. See, there's a lot of times when we work our 9 to 5, but nobody talks about how you can really work a 5 to 9 to have additional income. This conversation isn't for you to leave your full time job. I didn't leave till I was ready. I didn't leave till I was ready. I didn't even have money in the bank. I read a book by Steve Harvey and I jumped and I decided to say, you know what? No more of me. And again, my situation is different. I'm 40 years young. I have zero children. I'm out here living a very different life than most people. So when I jump, my jump is different. I haven't worked a full time job since May 1st of 2019. And we happen to now be in 2026. And I'm proud of that because the profession of network marketing has been able to help me with that. And this company by the name of Pharmacy truly pays you residual income, meaning that the work that you're doing now, you will still, Tatiana, make money from the work you're doing today years later. This is why we're talking about building legacy. See, you may not be somebody who's into makeup, or you may not be into somebody who's into nutrition, or you may not be into somebody who, likes to smell good and do good and feel good, but you may know somebody who does. And it's time that we learn how to capitalize off of the things that people are doing every day. See, we have over 500 products here in our product line. All you have to do is look at the products that make sense for you. All you have to do is ask yourself, am I willing to learn something different? Because with this community of 1,000 Families Rich, not only are we showing you how to make money, we're showing you how to maintain the money. We're showing you how to learn a new skill to do something that you've never done before. So we have trainings that happen every single Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where another leader that is working this business is going to come on and teach you something that they are doing to be able to make sure their business goes to the next level. We also have calls just like this every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where another person is going to be able to tell you about the opportunity. You guys can still hear me? Drop a one if you can still hear me. My background got very loud. I happen to be at an event and I want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, booyah cow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's so crazy because right now I'm able to divide and conquer. I'm at an event. Dr. Wellington is on the stage talking and I'm on her stage right here having a conversation, right? Well, how does that happen? Because I wanted to change my life, because I wanted to have new conversations. One thing Perfect. Thank you, Brittany. One thing that I realize is because I'm going to do the work anyway, and I'm going to keep saying that to us tonight because it really and truly is an anyway situation. I'm going to do the work anyway, right? So why not do the work that I want to have fun with? I truly believe, Andrea, that when you're having fun, you get more work done. I wanted to be able to travel, Kimberly. This company gives you trips, up to 7 trips a year, you're able to qualify for. There are people on this call tonight that are fighting for a trip that's coming up to Turkey. There's people that qualify for a Turkey trip. There's people who qualify for our Maldives trip. There's people who qualify for our Europe trip. There's people who qualify for our Miami excursions. Like there's so much that's happening with this one company. Not only that, but they also pay us 50% retail. So you know this perfume that I was just sharing and showing with you, and one of my favorite, the Raina perfume. Well, let me tell you something. Because I am a beauty influencer with this product, because I'm a beauty influencer with this product, I can pay 50% less than what a consumer is going to pay for this product. So, business wise, it makes sense for me to take a product that I already like, have my own inventory, and be able to sell the product on hand or send somebody to my free state of the art website and let the company ship it for them, let the company pack it for them, let the company be their customer service. Okay. So I wanted you to know that somebody's asking to pose again, no problem, because everything around here is content, right? So what we're also doing, not only am I getting 50% back, 50% wholesale pricing, I'm making 50% commission. I have the ability to qualify for trips. I have the ability to qualify for cash bonuses, guys, cash bonuses. Imagine you working your business for 3 months straight and getting an extra $1,000, $2,000, $4,000, $8,000, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, $250,000, $500,000 from the work that you and your organization were going to do anyway. That's what I'm talking about. One-time cash bonuses up to $943,000 with this company. And I need y'all, if y'all still with me, to drop in the comments. And not only that, but they have where they give you car bonuses. Anybody here got a car? Would you mind if you learned a new skill where the company can give you an extra 350 all the way up to an extra $700 every single month for you to put towards your car payment, put towards that car insurance? Like, guys, these are things that the company is going to be able to help us do Why? Because the company just makes sense for people all over the world. You can get started with our company for as low as $19.99. And sometimes I really don't like to talk about that part because then people are thinking that you can come in here with a 1999 mindset. No, 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 no. What you're going to do is you're going to get your starter kit. This starter kit is for you to have a couple of products that you can sample through. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go shop like you would naturally shop. If you drink coffee, give our coffee a try. Why? Because I want you to take back your buying power. Why? Because when you shop with pharmacy, you actually receive money back when you're shopping from yourself. Not only that, if you're somebody who needs more energy, I want you to get with the person who invited you to this call and let them know, hey, I need more energy. Can you help me in that direction? Hey, I want to be able to have a better skincare routine or a better skincare regimen. Can you help me in that direction? Whatever direction you're looking to be able to help change your life, let pharmacy be able to help you with that. Okay. So, again, guys, the conversation doesn't need to be long because it's very simple. We get paid to better our lives, we get paid to promote products that pay us 50% retail. Then if you decide to build a business out of this, we're having other people all over the world do the same thing that you're doing, then it can come with different ways that we get paid in this company. So again, my name is Sheila Monique, and I just wanted to have a short conversation with you to let you know there's a company by the name of Pharmacy that is changing people's lives all over the world. And I just happen to be one of the women on this call tonight to say to you, if I can do it, I am a girl from Linden, New Jersey, Chandler Ave to be exact, Andrea. If I can do this, me, the girl who knew nothing about makeup 120 days ago, the girl who had different teeth 120 days ago, the girl who had a different posture 120 days ago, the girl who was trying to figure her life out all over again 120 days ago, if I can tell you that I can do this, the person who was not as consistent, who had to learn how to do these things because I want success so bad for myself and others, that's why we're willing to get on this call again and 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 again, because we know that when the right person hears this conversation, they're going to understand, Kalia, that this is liquid gold here with pharmacy. So again, get back with the person who invited you to this call and let them know, hey, I'm ready to get started. I want to be a customer, or I want to do both. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our amazing training call with one of our amazing trainers. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you on our training tomorrow. Welcome to Pharmacy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Thank
Sheila.
you.
you.
Yeah.
It was
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Information.
Let's
Thank you.
go.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Queen.